Today we're here in Leander. We're on the kind of far northwest side of the Austin Metro here. The big story with Leander is probably what's coming.
North Line will have multiple restaurants, bars, multi-family.
Leander Springs. It's a $1 billion mixed-use project.
As far as Leander goes, if you compare it to other suburbs like Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, not as established yet, but like you said, so much coming in. There's 2 huge projects that are coming into town. So yeah, definitely a lot of potential here in Leander, Texas.
Yeah, a lot of new construction neighborhoods come up as well. So I want to show you all the neighborhoods. I want to feature some of the neighborhoods here at different price points and show you what you can get. You can, surprisingly, if you've been looking around the Austin area, you can get some new construction at a relatively affordable price point here in Leander. And there's tons of, you drive around, you see the signs everywhere with like all the builders listed out, you know, and they're all over Leander. But you have those, you have some mid-range stuff, and then you've got a really cool spot like where we are right now.
Here at Ronald's Overlook. It's a pretty cool spot. We are, you know, what did you say? At the high point? The top
of Leander in more than one way. But before we get to the top, I want to take y'all back to the other 2 that we're talking about. And if you'll stick around, I'll show you this, and we'll take a look inside a really cool house here that's listed just under 1.3 million. First neighborhood up here in Leander, and this one's on the far north side, but it's going to be one of the most affordable I think that you can get into, especially for new construction. We're in Summerlin.
That is right. Yeah, so I mean, home prices here are starting like in the 357s. I think it's the lowest one I've seen so far. Of course, you have homes that go up into the mid 400s, which is, you know, the medium for Leander. But yeah, since we're up here on the north, on the very north side of Leander, it's typically where we'll find our more affordable homes. And I mean, this is kind of what we're getting here in this community built by Centex in Summerlin.
Yeah, so these are a couple here that are available. You could buy these. I'd say they're pretty much move-in ready. They got a little finishes and things they have to touch up on, but these are kind of closer to that midpoint around the mid 4s or, you know, upper 440, 450 range. They are 2-story. They got a good bit of room.
One of my favorite things about these is that they back up to like no neighbors, so that's pretty cool. You know, for people who don't like to have back neighbors, I mean, that's pretty awesome. But yeah, no, some of these homes, like I said, practically ready, move-in ready. Yep,
and pretty good sized backyard too, honestly, for these. If you want that backyard space to spread out a little bit, both of these here you can do that. And what was it, about 1,900 square foot inside?
No, this one's just over 2,000.
Oh, just over 2,000. Okay, so you got those there, and then those that are more closer around, almost down to the 350, 360 range, I think those are all coming up. So I don't think they're ready for you today.
Yeah.
And you can see we've got the shots where they're still building out in here. There's not a ton left to build out in this neighborhood.
They are just wrapping up this entire community here, and those that are in the 300s, not ready yet, but will be ready at the beginning of next year. But yeah, I mean, if you can get yourself on one of those homes in the 300s, I mean, those are like mid 300s, so that's awesome. Yeah. Of course, they're more of starter homes, you know, 15, 16, 1,700 square feet homes, but still, I mean, you can't beat a house for $357,000 here in Leander. No. That's pretty awesome.
And still pretty convenient right off the toll road. You've got some little commercial stuff, some restaurants right here at the front of the neighborhood. And you know, a lot of times these new neighborhoods, the tax rates get really high, but you're still pretty reasonable here.
You're still reasonable here. You know, 2.2, 2.3. I mean, that's reasonable compared to, you know, some of the other suburbs around the area. So yeah, definitely, I think it's a great spot to look into if you're looking for affordable housing here in Leander.
Yeah, leave us a comment too. Let us know you like this neighborhood, and as we go through the video, if you like any of those neighborhoods, or if there's neighborhoods here that you want us to get out and show you, make sure you drop us a comment down below as well. Hey y'all, real quick, you like us getting out here and showing you these areas, not just telling you about them, make sure you get down there, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, you'll get notified when our videos come out. If you do that, I'll keep making the videos. I'll keep dragging Luis out, making him come help me make these videos.
Hey man, it's a pleasure and it's fun. I can't complain.
It is, you know, it's funny. We actually learn a little bit too when we get out here, because you know, we don't live in the entire area, so you don't see the whole place. So we get out, it's fun for us. I like doing it. But
for sure,
if you are, you know, you're watching this because you're really thinking about moving here, or maybe you just got some questions about what it's like to get here, find you a new home. Don't just watch.
They have to get a hold of us, right?
Yeah, you need to.
So definitely make sure that you call, text, email, anything it takes to get a hold of us so we can get you moved out here to Leander or anywhere in the Austin area.
Yeah, and Leander, like we said, now Leander today, some great neighborhoods. Obviously a big draw for people in Leander. we hadn't mentioned yet is the school system here. Leander ISD is one of the top rated in the area.
For sure.
But as far as other things to do, there's not a whole lot today, but you can see this behind us. It is coming.
That's right. So we are standing right in front of what's going to be North Loop.
North Line.
North Line.
All these names. There's a lot of these. There's North Line.
North Line.
Lake Line. A lot of lines. North Line here.
North Line in Leander, which is going to be huge. 116 acres of just fully urban mixed-use space. Anything from retail, residential, restaurants and shops, you name it. It's going to be the heart and soul of Leander's new downtown district, really. So as you can see, they've already started construction on like the downtown part of it. So I mean, it should be completed by, from what I read, 2031.
2031 completely completed, but as you can see, I mean, they're well on their way to having a good bit of it ready to go. So you want to get in. I think that makes it a good time to get into Leander, because you can imagine once all this new stuff comes in, you know, your home values and just the quality of life is only going up. Now moving up just a little bit here, we're in Crystal Crossing. A little bit more, kind of a more established neighborhood.
Definitely. So homes here are, you know, maybe about 10 to 15-year-old homes. You know, like you said, established community, right off of 183, the toll. So definitely in a good spot as far as location in Leander. But yeah, I mean, we're looking around home price range between $450 to $500, which I think sits right in line with the medium home price of Leander in general. I mean, I think last time I checked for this past month, the medium home price in Leander was around $470. So I mean, we're sitting right there, kind of in line with that. But yeah, I mean, we're in a good middle point in Leander as far as price-wise.
Price-wise, and I think, I mean, we're not as far on the north end either as we were up there with more of the new construction. So, you know, you're kind of more central to everything here, and you've also got some nice stuff here in the neighborhood here. So, in neighborhood at this price point, you've got a park here. This is the Calla Lily Park. You've got a playground, you got some pavilions, even got, I thought this was nice, you got a full basketball court out here. They don't put basketball courts in neighborhoods a lot.
I know, I feel like they're getting away from that for some reason, but yeah, I mean, you have your basketball courts here too, so for anyone who likes to shoot some hoops there.
You got it here. This will be a good neighborhood for you to look at. And other stuff too, the trails, you got like some of these gravel trails, you got sidewalks running all through, so plenty of room here. And we've even seen people getting out, enjoying the outdoors here in this neighborhood. So nice little spot.
And as far as inventory in this particular neighborhood here at Crystal Crossings, you do have more available inventory, as you know, as opposed to some of the the higher ends that we've been looking at. But yeah, there is some inventory here, and I think it's a great opportunity for someone who's looking for this medium home price range here in Leander, Texas.
It's always good when there's actually things for you to buy.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, so you stuck around and we've made it back. We're here in Reagan's Overlook.
Yeah, so my bad. I called it what, Ronald?
We did it on
purpose. It is on Ronald Reagan.
We did it on purpose so somebody would comment to try to correct us. But it is off Ronald Reagan over here, which is, we're on the kind of the east side, sorry, of Leander. And it's called Reagan's Overlook because you are, depending on where you are around the neighborhood, you are looking down.
Overlooking.
You're looking over.
On a hill. It's really nice.
The rest of it. Some of the houses too, just kind of perched right on the edge of that hill and giving you some cool views. Even if you don't live there, when you drive around the neighborhood, you still get the cool views around. You get acreage lots in here, so plenty of room to spread out and plenty of room inside too.
That's true. I mean, over 3,000 square foot homes on average for most of these homes. That's pretty cool. 1 acre lots, as you mentioned. The medium home price, we are, you know, a little bit higher than everything we've been looking at so far in this video. We're up in the millions. 1.3, the medium home price in this neighborhood.
I was say not a lot around that.
For sale. For sale. And when you do come across that rare listing, you definitely want to be on top of things. So we did drive across one just today. Just under that 1.3, so that's pretty cool. If you are interested in maybe moving to this neighborhood, that might be something you might want to give us a call about. Still fairly low tax rates. You're looking around 2.2 compared to, you know, just all the other suburbs. That's still a pretty good tax rate. Like I said, the 1 acre lots, so you have a lot of privacy. Most of these homes, as we're driving around them, do have pools, so definitely a cool feature in these hot summer days.
If you don't get one that has a pool, maybe you've got room to put one in.
Put one in.
A lot of them have other stuff like playscapes. People are taking advantage of that space, so you're going to get something there. But
yeah,
these are, you know, we try to show you a few neighborhoods here in Leander. There are obviously a ton more and a ton more coming up, including what we talked about earlier with the new developments coming in, with the North Line area, and supposedly the Leander Springs. Although, you know, they got to get some work done on that.
They do. We drove by it. We drove by it the other day, and they haven't done much work on it yet. But it is supposed to be a $1 billion project with a 4-acre lagoon. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, we're in middle of July. We can definitely use some of that right now here in Leander. We can use that lagoon right now for sure.
So if you want to stay up to date on everything that's coming here in Leander and the rest of the Austin area, make sure again you do hit that subscribe button, and you definitely want to check out if you like this area. Maybe you want to be a little closer to town. We did a video about Cedar Park. You might want to check that one out too. It's right there. We'll see you there. Some action shots of you looking around.
Oh, okay.